Sup nerds, I'm Aaron from Neverboard Gaming, and today I'm going to give you a look at all this cool stuff you see right here, which is the Broken Token insert for Blood Rage. First off, I'd like to thank Broken Token for providing this insert for us for review. They're an awesome company, and you guys should definitely look into their stuff. They make awesome products. Alright, so I'm going to switch down to the over-the-shoulder shot so you can kind of see some stuff a little closer, and then I'll talk about it a little more. Alright, let's get inside and take a nice good look at this. So we open it up, we got the rule book, we have all the player boards, take this out, and here's where we actually get into where the insert starts to hold things in place. You get this little tray token, this token tray here, and this tray here that kind of hold this board in place, which is really cool. You take that off, you can get right into it. So right off the bat, you see all these different trays that hold all the different factions. So Bear Clan, my favorite clan. You can open up this little thing. You notice that there's these little cuts that kind of flex to hold this in place so this doesn't get glued down, and you have all your tokens in here that mark all your tracks. I even put the card in here for the Mystics. It's kind of buried down under there. Over to the side, all your minis are kind of held in place with also two of these boards that have little flexy cuts in them, so when they just pop right open, you can pull all your figures out, even a space for your ship. You do leave all of the little bases on them, which is really nice, so you don't have to like take them apart to make them fit inside the insert. It's just they fit just like that. So put that off to the side. There's one for every faction. There's even one for the Kickstarter expansion and the 5th player expansion factions. So then we got this little pillage token. It's a nice box. I mean, it's just, pillage tokens are in there. We got a box for the Ragnarok tokens. It's a really big box for what's really in it, but, they had to, I was able to fit these sculpted little mini things in there too, which is nice. Cool. Now, let's go on to the gods. This one, there's a lot of space in it, actually. There's enough room for all the gods, and there's actually a couple extra spaces, and I was able to fit the Sam Healy promo, so if they ever come out with more promos, there's a couple extra spaces. We'll definitely be able to fit them in there, so that's nice. The monsters, it's a very similar tray, just pops open. There's a couple extra spaces. I actually put one of my monsters over here, and I'll point this out too. So he's a little too tall to really fit in there, so there's this extra space. I was able to fit him. This is my one little minor complaint, is that these cards don't really have a spot. These are the God cards. So if you have the God expansion, I just kind of tuck them here. You could tuck them behind these monsters over here as well. It's kind of whatever. It's your preference. So that's cool. See, they got each of the monsters' names engraved, so you know exactly where to put them. And there's these little clippy things that hold these in place real nice, so that's really cool. You don't have to worry about them falling out. Lastly, we have all the age cards fit in here nice and perfectly, and you can actually just put this right on top of your age tracker if you wanted to. And that's everything that's in there. Alright, we're back, huh? Look, nothing changed here. It's almost like I already had this set up. Let's really talk about it. I think that this is a really good insert. I think that these engravings are awesome. Having each of the little mini expansions kind of written on the gods of Asgard, the monsters. I guess these aren't expansions, but having the tokens written on there, so when you're looking for putting it away or just setting it up, you can just go, oh, here's the Ragnarok tokens. You open it up, you put them on the board based on the amount of players you have. Handing out these clan boxes to each player is way more convenient than the way I used to have it. I just had them all in bags. So, it was just as easy handing it out, but it just looked really sloppy, and the minis were, just all over each other. A lot of my guys have bent swords and stuff now just because they've been on top of each other for so long until I got this insert. I'd seen this insert around. I think it works, really well. Holding, some of these minis upside down and having the other ones, the other way, it keeps them from touching each other. And now I have, the only thing holding me back from painting this now is time. Hopefully I'll get these painted up because now they're going to be protected. They're not going to be, clanking around with each other. It is really cool that the way the cards are in this this little box. You could just set them on the age tracker, and just kind of shuffle them and keep them in there if you wanted to, or you could put them off to the side and use them as the discard. So after you're done playing with the cards, you just discard them into the box. The only minor fault that I did kind of mention was the fact that these God cards do not have an actual spot to sit in. You kind of just have to shove them behind your monsters and let it be, which is okay. The fact that everything else is so well packed in there and the clan boxes just hold everything so well, I think that's okay. I mean, there's room there for them. It's not the best spot, but who can fault them? And I think if I do go back and paint my minis, I am gonna actually paint these boxes as well, maybe stain them and then paint the actual like engraving and make them really pop. That'd be really cool, especially to paint them in the clan color. So if you like what you saw here today and you'd like to get yourself an insert for your copy of Blood Rage, or maybe an insert for your friend, I'll have a link in the description box down below so you can get yourself a copy. And while you're here, you should also click on the little like button, maybe the bell, and subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored. Boom, 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 boom. Why is it not fading out?